back in. We back in here, man. Back in doing our thing, man. All right, we in here, man. We in here. That COVID-19 joint, man, it's coming tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to touch it, man, because they already messing with my channel, man. So I'll probably just do that one for Patreon, man. They already seem to be on me, man. Super Nifty Suze, I ain't see a super chat from you. All right, we back, man. We back. I had to do a couple of things. Let's give the people a minute to get up in the joint, man. I had to reconnect everything, man. Which is, you know, it's just part of what you had to deal with, man, when you're doing this thing, man. You had to, you know, sometimes things, you know, you just got to deal with things how they come sometime, man. You know what I'm saying? You really have to deal with things how they come sometime. This is one of those things. We were here doing our thing, man, and you know, sometimes it just don't work out like that. Y'all hold up for me. Sometimes it just don't work out like that, man. So you end up having to do certain things a certain way. But we back. We back. Hopefully everybody, man, will get an alert and come back. We were pretty close to wrapping the thing up anyway, man. But, you know, due to the fact that, you know, we didn't get a chance to do that, you know, we back in the game, man. So, Infamous, what's good, man? Appreciate $2 super chat. Bro, say thanks for the wisdom, BOA, man. Appreciate it, bro. Salute. So I don't know what happened, man, to the audio end, man, but I mean, we back in the game, man. Salute to the brother Mike Jones, man, for the Cash App. So, Aardvark, what's good, man? So let's get ready to do this, man. Nah, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, D Flemings, man. Because right when I started to do it, man, YouTube started tripping, man. They started putting out all these, you know, they start sending creators all of this, you know, all of this stuff about we're watching you. If you put COVID-19 in your title, you know, you can only say certain things about COVID-19, or, you know, just leave it alone, or we might demonetize your channel, or we might flag your channel, or give you a community guideline strike. Man, I wasn't gonna mess around with that. The topic wasn't important enough for me to talk about. I got other topics I can talk about. So that's what happened, man. They were making a real big deal about it, man. So by the time they slacked up off of it a little bit, the topic was just passed. Like even right now, man, it's an old topic now. You know, the world trying to go back to normal. At least this country is. This country trying to go back to normal. So it's kind of like an old topic. It got by me because of what was going on with them. That's why I really don't want to touch it, because it's an old topic now. So let's get it, man. So as I was saying, man, before I was so rudely interrupted, her breaking bread with you is one of the few ways to make sure you're not being used in a scenario where she's not giving you sex. See, let me tell you something. One of the most popular shame and language tactics used by women in this society is that all men think about is sex. All you think about is sex. That's all you think about is sex. Y'all don't think about nothing but sex. That's how most of y'all ain't got no money. And then those of y'all who do, y'all are still convinced that a man's supposed to take care of y'all. So if I'm gonna take care of you, and you're gonna live the lifestyle that I live, and you ain't got to foot no bills or nothing, the least you could do is make sure that you remain attractive to me. Like, there should never come a point where a man who paid the cost to be the boss has got to deal with a woman coming to bed in some sweat clothes, or you know, some sweatpants, or some joggers, or some that just don't look feminine and attractive. I ain't saying she got to wear sexy lingerie to bed every night, but she can at least keep her body tight and sleep in panties and a bra every night. If nothing else, give me easy access. I might wake up in the morning with morning wood and might want to get into something that feel good. At least do that for me. There's no way a man who's paying the cost to be the boss should deal with a woman letting herself get out of shape. Now, this is the thing. If you can't pay the cost to be the boss, then yes, you are stuck dealing with all of these things that come to the table because you need the woman to help you pay bills. That's why I tell a man, if you're in a situation where you need a woman to help you pay bills, bro, what you need to do, man, just not have no woman. You just need to focus on yourself. Because the bottom line is, yes, man, sex is one of the things we focus on the most. But to be perfectly honest with you, it's simply because it's really the best thing a woman can provide. You know what I'm saying? Sex, frequent, freaky, pleasing sex is really the best thing a woman can provide. You take that. Listen, if a woman can cook, that's good. But if she can't cook, but you really enjoy sex with her, you'll forget the fact she can't cook. You'll send her to some cooking classes, buy some cookbooks or something, or you'll hire a chef. You do whatever you got to do. But let's say a woman is, let's say she cleans up real well. She keep your house clean, but she don't give you good sex. You'll trade that cleaning up for some good sex from your woman. Now, if she's your woman, that's one of the most important. That is absolutely the most important thing that a woman can bring to the table. That's it. The problem is, women in this society want us to value all these other things, but the problem is, baby, I can't value your career if I'm getting money. I don't care about your career if I'm getting money. I just don't. It don't matter to me. You got to find a man who ain't got no money to care about your career and how much money you make. Because a man who get into the money is not going to be sitting around bragging and talking about how much money his woman make. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. If you really get into the money, like for sure get into the money, especially if you get into the money and you debt free. That's the thing that a lot of women don't understand. As alpha men, we focus on being debt free. So even if you make $250,000, but you in debt like a mug, then your $250,000 don't mean nothing to me, because I look at the black and red. How far you in the black, how far you in the red. That's all that matters. It don't matter how much money you make, how much money do you owe. That's my thing. And so the way an alpha male looks at it, it takes a lot of money for your money to matter. You know what I'm saying? You got to be sitting on some millions for your money to matter. You making $100,000 a year means absolutely nothing to me. Like it is to me, a woman making $100,000 just like her not making anything. Because the thing is, if she got to go spend 50 to 60 hours a week at work to make those $100,000, she ain't worth it for me. Some other man may love that, but for me, a woman who has to go and spend that type of time making that little money, that she ain't worth it to me. Like she don't bring enough to the table for me to even enjoy. You know what I'm saying? I can't enjoy that. I see China White in the building, man. A constant sponsor of the show, man. Constant sponsor of the show, man. Member on the the highest membership tier, man. Doing what she does, always supporting the channel. So it's got to be long money. It got to be life altering money. It's got to be money that I can look at and dump into my business and put me in the next stratosphere. If that's not it, then it don't matter to me. So a woman who has a career is less likely to be willing to give you sex like that, because a woman who has a career believes that her career is more valuable than her body. Yes, to those people you work with, to those people you work for, to those people who work for you, yes, your career is more important. To the people who run the state that you're in and you need to have these credentials in order to get these licensures and all of these things, yes, your career matters. But to the man that's in your life, or the man whose life you're in, your career don't matter unless he broke. And that's just the reality of it, man. The bottom line is this, man. As men, these are things that we have to accept. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. When women hear the rules of engagement with men, in order to capitalize on the situation, they don't argue with the woman that's giving them those rules. They take them, apply them to their lives. And that's why women are always in the driver's seat in most of these relationships. And most of the modern relationships, women are in the driver's seat. You got to catch a woman young. You know what I'm saying? And I always use the brother GMB as an example. Man, GMB been knowing his wife damn near her whole life. You know what I'm saying? As she developed into a woman, he was there, shaping and molding her and controlling and determining and dictating what she was developed into. So at that point, yeah, man, you got enough invested to building a woman when you can create a woman. And when I say create a woman, I don't mean from birth. I mean, when she enters into womanhood, if you're there to create that woman, from that girl into that woman, if you create your woman into what you want, hell yeah. Yeah. I don't remember no super chat from the last video. What did you super chat? Say it again. Let me know what you super chatted, because I don't remember you. I don't even remember you in the last video. Like, you got to tell me what you super chat. I didn't see a super chat. I'm sure you saw me struggling with. You saw the stream was breaking down, so I was focusing on that. So just put your super chat. Just tell me what you said. If you super chatted, then just put it in chat. Let me see what you said. Because I didn't see it. Obviously, it was something very important. So go ahead and let me see what you said. Let's take a minute, man, so we can see what Super Nifty Susie super chatted before I had to crash the stream out and start it back up. She said she super chatted something. Let's see. Let me know what you super chatted. Put it in the chat right now. So, as I say to you, brothers, you have to understand, man, that her breaking bread is necessary. Her breaking bread is necessary. A woman will give you her body before she'll give you her money. She values her money more than her body. So dropping that bread on you is one of the ways you can be guaranteed that she's fully vested into what you bring to the table and who you are and what you're doing. She's fully vested. It's hard for a woman to break bread, bro. A woman who breaks bread with you, man, is a different kind of woman. She's a woman listen, women care about their money. Because a woman who's getting money, she has to go through a lot to get it. Whether she gets it in the street with her body or she gets it in the classroom with her brain, she's got to do a lot. She's got to do a lot. And that's the reality of it, man. So another thing is this, man. And this is the thing. I say this to you. I give you a perfect example, man. I had a consultation with one of my guys, man, and he said that this woman that he was cutting wanted to go out of town, but she wanted him to pick her child up in the morning, take him to school, pick him up, bring him home, take him to practice. He played football. He hit me up and he said, bro, what should I do? I said, man, how you feel about the woman? He said, man, I like her pretty good, man, but I don't know if I want to do this. I said, well, how much would she have to? Would you do it for pay? Is this something you would do if somebody paid you to do it? He'd be like, yeah, there ain't too many things that I don't have a price for, as long as they don't require me to do something like be a prostitute or something like that, man. And I ain't finna kill nobody for pay or nothing like that. I said, nah, this thing she's asking you, how much would you pay for this thing? How much would you accept? He said, man, she want to be gone, man, for 5 days, man. Man, I charge about $500 a day, man. About $2,500. I said, man, run that by. You know what I'm saying? Well, tell her if she pay you $3,000, man, you'll do it. Cause she had money. He said she had money, man, and she was actually going to a conference for a business, man. She was a business owner. I said, man, well, tell her you'll do it for $3,000. Don't ever make a woman think she could rely on you to do something like that for free. Either you say no or you tell her what your rate is. With me, I'm always thinking about a way to make paper. So I'm like, if somebody wants you to do something for free, how much would you charge for that thing? If you say, man, I just wouldn't do it for no amount of money, fine. But if there's a fee, charge their ass for it. And he said, man, he went to a man 3,000, man. He wanted 25. Say he went to a 3,000. They negotiated down 2,500. He did it for $2,500. So I said, now see what happened then is now you're doing something. It's a paid gig. It's a paid gig. And he felt a lot better about it. She felt pretty good about it, but he knew at that point, man, that that's the way he had to deal with that woman. Never do anything for a woman you don't want to do, man, unless she pays what she weighs. Now me, I ain't gonna lie, my fee would have been a little bit higher, but I would did it for like $5,000, $1,000 a day. If a woman give me 5 G's, man, if I'm dealing with a woman, man, and she got a son, man, and he go to school and he play football and all that, yeah, I pick that little joke up and drop him out, man, $5,000 in for a week. Hell yeah. So let me see. Let's go to Super Nifty. Super Nifty Susie says, I'm a 29-year-old black woman dating a 45-year-old Latino neurosurgeon with a 6-year-old. After our second date, he said that my dark makeup got on his shirt. I was upset and he apologized. Worth it. Did you have makeup on? Was it actual makeup? Or was he trying to make a joke that your dark skin got on his shirt? Like if you had on makeup and it got on his shirt, then perhaps the guy don't want makeup on his shirt. Or maybe, he didn't want to get home to his old lady and she see the makeup on his shirt. No, how long have you known the guy? How long have y'all been dating? Have you been to his crib? Has you chilled at his crib? Do you know there's not a woman living there? Or did you actually have on makeup that got on his shirt? Now, if you didn't have on makeup, then, you know, it sounds like some racist bull. Yeah, if you had on makeup and they got on his shirt, then, I mean, a man has a right to not want makeup on his shirt. You know, it's kind of like this. If you got on a white evening gown and I spill my wine on you, you don't want my wine on your gown. You know, I spill my wine on your gown, my red wine on your gown. I'm apologize. Damn, my bad, baby. I didn't mean this, you know, stain you up like that. Now you got to stay here the whole night, you know, in this white evening gown with my wine on it. Or we can go get you out of it and I can, you know, take you in this broom closet in here somewhere, in the bathroom somewhere. But if you're going to keep it on, it's got wine on it. So yes, a man is well within his rights. He's well within his rights to do that. He's well within his rights. If your makeup gets on him, and I mean, as a black woman, I'm quite sure you didn't have on any, you know, I'm sure you had on makeup to accentuate your skin. So, yeah, I mean, it sounds like everything was gravy. So anyway, man, let's keep it moving, man. Yeah, man, let me tell you something, bro. If a woman got that paper, man, then she's bringing something to the table. That's why when you hear these little, you know, you just got these female channels, man, where they be telling women that you and the man's supposed to pay you and he's supposed to buy you gifts. And I heard some woman say, somebody did, I think it was MTR, man. He did a reaction video, man, to this chick talking about a man should pay for everything for a woman. And if you can't afford to pay for a woman, then you shouldn't have one. Listen, man, if you can't afford to pay for your life, then you got to keep grinding. But paying for a woman, let me tell you something. If every time a woman comes to see you, I got a homie, man, that I did a consultation with, man. And man, he live fly. He a business owner, get plenty of money, drive a fly foreign whip. I'm talking about way in excess of $100,000 whip, man. Got a fly pad in a fly, very expensive spot. A wardrobe full of fly gear, man. Whatever you want, man. He got red bottoms, man. He got Versace, man. He got Louis. He got Gucci. You know, he got tailor-made Armani suits. You know, Gators. You know, whatever he got, whatever he want, he got it, man. He live an amazing lifestyle. And when a woman comes into his life, I had to make him understand that when a woman comes into your life and experiences that, she's already gaining benefit. Because, of course, when you're in that situation, you're dealing with young tenders. So he's already presenting something into her life that she couldn't otherwise have. So at that point, what is she going to do to deserve that? Anything else she gets, she's damn sure got to earn it, because she didn't earn that just by showing up. She just lucked up into that. You know what I'm saying, man? A woman come through my crib, man, she kick it with me, man, but man, she already coming up. Because soon as she come through the door, it's going to be a vibe she's never felt. The alpha energy is going to be so domineering that it's going to be something she never felt. It's going to be something that she can't even understand or comprehend. It's going to scare her. She's going to be paranoid as hell by it, because she's going to be wondering, well, what just happened? So the bottom line is this, brothers. You got to keep in mind this, man. A woman has to provide the two things that she has of value. Meaning, if she ain't paying you and laying you, she playing you. Another thing is this, man. When men end up in relationships, let's say a man is in a marriage with a woman or a long-term relationship, and she leaves and he seems like he's hurt, or he actually is hurt. A man isn't hurt because of what he gave a woman. Men willingly give women. A man will willingly give a woman money, pay her bills. Many men feel like that's their responsibility. But even those men have to understand one thing. And we have to understand one thing about those men. Those men are hurt because the woman left. They're not hurt because of what they gave the woman. They're hurt and frustrated because of what they didn't receive in return. So if you're a man and you married to a woman for 10 years and for the last 8 years, you didn't get no sex from her, then you're looking at that scenario once it's over. She has the audacity to divorce you, even though she didn't give you anything. So you're looking back on what you invested all of that time. You were going to invest that no matter what woman you were with. But you're upset and frustrated and angered and in pain and confused because you didn't get anything in return for the last 8 years. You spent 8 years paying the cost to be the boss, man. And you couldn't even get sex from your woman, bro. We always, as men, we had to keep in mind the exact purpose of the woman's creation. And that's to be a helpmeet. And I think my what's called them froze up, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out of there. We ain't gonna worry about no visual no more, man. I'm gonna pull it out. So what you got to keep in mind, man, we got to keep in mind, man, that the value that a woman was created with is her sexuality. That's part of her value. And the other part of her value is her ability to be a helpmeet. So she's designed to be your helpmeet, and she's designed to be your personal freak. That's what a woman's designed for. You must demand that of a woman. You can't allow a woman to be in your life and she's not going to give you that. That's the least she can give you. The very least she can give you is that. Matter of fact, that's the very most she can give you too. There's not much else she can give. It's not much else she can give. So when I hear men say, man, yeah, man, when you get married, man, the sex is gone. I'd be like, man, if the sex is over, the marriage is over. Why would I stay in a situation with a woman and the sex is gone? That's why every man should sign a prenuptial agreement. And I know women be saying, well, not all men have money. Well, you're a fool for marrying a man who ain't got no money. A woman don't get no pass because she married a broke dude. She decided to marry a broke dude. That was on her. She said, I'm going to marry this broke dude. Okay, cool. We're talking about alpha men. We're talking about men who have everything together. We're talking about men who are on top of the game. Every man should sign. I'm not even against, 100% against legal marriage. I'm just saying if you do it, you need to sign a prenuptial agreement. A well thought out, well presented, well written, conspiratory prenuptial that you created with your attorney. Like, you need to have a co-conspirator in the form of a trusted attorney to help you create that thing, man. You make her sign it. Every man should have that. If you're going to marry a woman, you need a prenuptial agreement. Now, granted, and the thing is this, man. Like I said before, it doesn't matter why you're not getting sex from the woman. If you're not getting sex from the woman because she don't want it from you, or you're not getting it because you don't want it from her, the reasons don't matter. Reasons are for women to think of. We're men. Reasons are never logical. A reason could not make any sense to anyone. A reason doesn't have to be logical. But let me tell you what's logical. Actions and reactions are logical because they're the truth. Stimuli and the responses are logical because they're the truth. They're factual. This is the stimuli. This is the response. This is the action. This is the reaction. We don't deal with the why. The bottom line is, the end result is that you ain't getting sex from your woman. And let me tell you another thing, man. The least a woman can do is stay sexy for you. That's the easiest thing for a woman to do. All she got to do is eat less food. If a woman is gaining weight, she need to drop down and eat about 1,500 calories. If 1,500 don't work, eat 12. But 1,500 calories, any woman, man, that does any type of movement should be able to keep herself tight, man, eat 1,500 calories. And I'm going to be honest with you. That don't seem like a lot of calories, but bro, I eat 5 meals a day right now to get 2,000 calories. And y'all see my meals. You know what I'm saying? I just did a meal, man, with 5 ounces of chicken, man, 177 grams of sweet potato, and 150 grams of greens, bro. I'm talking about like cooked greens, country greens, not salad, of greens, bro. I'm about to do another meal, man, with 5 ounces of chicken, bro, with 150 grams of sweet potato and 150 grams of black beans on the same plate, bro. You can eat like a fool. You can eat good if you eat clean. So 1,500 calories is plenty for a woman to eat. Plenty for a woman to eat. Any woman that's gaining weight on you like that, man, she don't care. She don't care about looking good for you. Presenting you with an enticing sexual package is no longer a concern of hers. And if she ain't concerned about that, why are you concerned about her in any kind of way? She need to be gone. She need to be gone, man, if she ain't with that. If she ain't with holding it in the road with the few things she can, man, because a lot of women don't even contribute no money. So if you're in a situation with a woman who don't contribute no money, man, you should never have no desire for sex. You should never be going without sex. What's her purpose if you paying all the bills and she ain't even giving you no sex? She take care of your children. Well, guess what? If you leave her, she's still going to take care of your children unless you get custody of them. She clean up your house. Guess what? If you wasn't with her, your house wouldn't be so big. You wouldn't need nobody to clean it up. You can clean it up yourself. A man has to understand, man, that when a woman's value goes down to a place that's not optimal, you have to cut her loose. Because let me tell you something, you shouldn't have to sit down and tell no grown woman to start back doing what she was already doing. She know what she was doing. If she quit doing it, it's because she don't value doing it no more, man. It's because she don't value doing it no more. It's different if you got a young woman and you got to train her in how to please you. That's something totally different. I understand that. You got to train your woman in how to please you. But I'm talking about a woman who been on board, who was doing the right things and decide that she gonna stop. What you look like keeping a woman that's quit on you already? When a woman quit, she already out of the relationship. She just stuck in it by law, just like you. Or she just stuck in it by convenience, just like you. But as a man, you can't be a man to pay the cost to be the boss and talk about it's convenient for you to keep a woman that don't serve no purpose, man. You got to make a woman serve a purpose continually. You got to make her stay on the ball. You got to make her stay on her job. You got to let her know that the very moment you get off your job, you fired. Ain't nothing wrong with firing a woman who ain't doing her job. She'll get fired from her job and be okay. Come home to her, I got fired from my job. I'm going to find another job. Okay, you got fired from this job. Shawty, find another man. And that's real, bro. Let's see, man. Cody A, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Cody say, man, showing appreciation for the OG. Salute to the AlphaSphere. Say salute to you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you being in the joint, Cody. Charlie Pinello, what up, CP? Good to see you in the joint, man. Appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. So, man, it is what it is, bro. And you got to keep in mind, man. So that's why, man, I'm not that hard on men who end up on the backside of a relationship, man, and they feel the way they feel, because they don't feel the way they feel, man, because they miss the woman and they wish she'd come back. Men don't value a woman like that, because once you're out of the situation, you have an opportunity to see what you had. The problem is men want to be compensated for what they invested. A man simply wants to be compensated for what he invested. On another note, man, I got a bad picture, man, a fly picture, man, of a Baltimore Oriole, man. I stepped out the door into the courtyard, man, and there's a Chinaberry tree. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's a field outside of the fence, outside of the security fence. There's a field with a Chinaberry tree in it. And man, I saw it fly in, and I already had my D7100 with the 80 to 400 lens on it. And I went out there. And actually, one of my paid partners, man, just gave me that lens, man. He bought a new one. He bought a new 70-300 and said, man, I got the 80 to 400. I don't need it no more. This is pretty much the same focal distance. And he gave it to me, man. So I went over there, man. I saw it, man. You listen, bro. There was one opening in that tree for me to get that bird, man. And when I went over there, man, that bird was sitting right there. I got the whole body of the bird, man, from the underside. I'm talking about from tail to beak, man. So it's an amazing shot, man. I'm gonna share that with y'all, man, on the y'all know what I'm talking about, man. In the space where you share in the stories, man. So anyway, man. And this is what I want to tell you, man. This is what I want men to understand. At no point, and I want every man to be fully aware of this. At no point will you ever receive equal value in any other way unless a woman is paying you and laying you. Otherwise, you're always getting the short end of the stick. No pun intended. Always. If she's not paying you and laying you, you are giving more than you're receiving. And in this beta male world, that's fine. But in the world, the way the Most High created it, with the woman being created for the purpose she was created for, that is not the way it's supposed to be. That is absolutely not the way it's supposed to be. The bottom line is this, man. You have to remember this one thing. That you are the prize. And the prize must absolutely be earned. No one can win the lottery without buying a ticket. No one can hit a casino jackpot without first putting money in the machine. No one can get paid from a job without first working the hours to earn the pay. No one can get a degree without first putting in the hours and making the grade to graduate. No one can get lean without putting in the time on the diet and putting in the time in the gym to sculpt their body. No prize in the world comes free. And if you truly believe you're the prize as a man, you absolutely cannot allow yourself to be enjoyed without proper compensation. And the truth of the matter is, the compensation that a woman can provide is paying you and laying you. Now, if you have a woman who's paying you and laying you, you should give her the most wonderful experience in life. She should be enjoying the hell out of her life because she understands that focusing on those two things, will get you what you need, will get you what you desire. And that's the truth of the matter, man. Nothing that I ever tell you is going to be more true than that. It is a fair exchange. She gets to live the life and you get to have a woman who understands that the qualities she possesses don't matter at all if she's not paying you and laying you. Now, not paying you, as I stated earlier, she doesn't have to just give you money. It is better for a woman to pay you with her time, effort, and energy. It is better for her to take 40 hours in a work week and dump it into your business, and dump it into your process, and dump it into your goal, and dump it into your vision. That's paying you as well, because she could very well take those 40 hours and go get a check and bring you the money. But how does that benefit you unless you're broke? If you're not broke, her check from her job doesn't matter to you. But that 40 hours she putting in at that job, I guarantee you, boy, they'll change your life. If she dumps those 40 hours into your business, into your life, into whatever you want her to do. You know, the reality of this, man, is this. Relationships are failing today because women are in control of them. And men continue to allow that. Men must take control of their interactions with women. Because a woman is going to take everything you give her. No woman is ever going to say, well, you know, you're giving me too much. You're giving me too much power. I don't want it. Oh, no, take it back. No woman's going to tell you that. She's going to keep taking the power as long as you give it to her. And then she's going to leave once the relationship is bad. Because when the woman is in power over the relationship is going to go bad. And she's going to leave with the power that you gave her. And you're going to be left holding the bag of an empty existence because you gave up your manhood to do what you thought was satisfying a woman, only to find out that she's not satisfied with being the boss of you. She's interested in it, but she's not satisfied. And that's just the bottom line, man. So, man, we ain't gonna stay here too much longer, man. This is the second time we done been back on the joint, man. We had to break it down and come back. So now, you know, we back in the game, man, and it's been real, man. And now here we are, man. We gonna wrap it up. It's done, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. I appreciate everybody who came back because, you know, they tripped on us the first time, man, shut us down and, you know, closed everything out on us, man. And, you know, here we are, man. We're back again and we were able to do what we need to do. Bernard Power, what up, BP? Primal Fitness, appreciate the $2 super chat, Prime. Salute to you, brother. You know, the bottom line is this, man, that you have to remember this. And I'm going to say this, man, and we're going to get on out of here. The benefit of a relationship is the woman's. Everything about the relationship, she benefits. She benefits everything. And the only thing you benefit from is being catered to. Like the prize. Never settle for less than that. So, man, I appreciate y'all coming back, man. I didn't know if y'all would, man, but I'm glad y'all did. I knew some of you guys would. You know what I'm saying? I knew the fam would, but, you know, the fact that, you know, a couple hundred people came back, man, to a broken stream, man, I think that's amazing, man. I agree with you, MVP. I agree with you. Hey, you know what, man? Let's do some call-ins, man. Let's do some call-ins. Let's not go yet. Let's do a couple call-ins. I haven't done any call-ins, man. Let's do some call-ins right quick. Let me put the number in the chat, man. We'll do a couple call-ins. I don't think I've done any call-ins, man. Somebody asked about the George Floyd. Yeah, man, that video is on the King Ray Ray channel, man. I'm probably going to end up sharing that video on this channel tonight, man. So I think instead of going live tonight, man, I'm just going to share that video on this channel. That stream, I'm going to pull it down, man, and chop it up, man. Chop the filler at the front and on the back off of it, man. And I'm going to share that stream as a premiere, man, over here tonight, man. It's probably going to be a members-only premiere. I'm going to share that as a members-only chat tonight, man. Now, I've already done it, so I'm just going to share it as a members-only premiere tonight, man, because I think people need to hear it, man. So let me get this number, man. All right, man. So here's the call-in number, man. We're going to try to do this thing, man. I don't know how it's going to go because I don't even know how people have it set up. But this is how we're going to have it set up, man. Y'all give me a quick second here, man. Get this thing set up, man. I put it in there, man. Then the mod can take over, man, and take it from there, man. I don't even know how this gonna work or sound, man, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna try it. I ain't gonna say we're gonna do it. We're gonna try it. And I ain't gonna sit here and say no certain number of calls we're gonna do either, man. You know what I'm saying? But we will do some calls, man. We'll do some calls. Just a couple, man. Maybe about 5. Maybe about 3 to 5 calls, man. J.R. appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. Brother, say salute to you, doctor. Salute to you for being in the joint, bro. I appreciate it, man. So, man, let's go ahead and see what we got, man. Got a bunch of trolls up in here, man. George Floyd, man, is this black guy, man. The guy, y'all just listening tonight, man. I'm gonna put that boy up, man, about 10:15, man. So, all right, man, I got a call in coming in, man. We're gonna see what we got. Hey, what's good with you, man? This Doc, what's happening? Who it is? Yeah, what's up, man?
Oh, what up, BOA, man? Oh my God, I cannot believe it. Yo, man, listening to your content, man, has like changed my life, man. It's like helped a lot with a lot of issues I have in my life. A lot of, I'm 17, pretty young, man, so it's pretty a blessing to find this content pretty young, man. I'm just going to say that this stuff is awesome, man, and I love your content, man. That's pretty much it, man. See,
Hey, appreciate it, man. Look, it's a blessing, man, that I can provide some value to you, man. So, all right, let me see. Got another call, man. Let's see what this is. What up? What up? It's BOA. Yo.
You know, I'm 17, pretty young, man.
Hey, man, talk up, man. I can't hear you. Don't worry about it. I don't have no patience for foolishness, man. If I can't hear you, I'm going to hang up. All right, got somebody coming in now. What up, man? It's your man, Doc BOA, man. Talk to me.
Hey, what's good, Dr. BOA?
Hey, what's good with you, bro?
Hey, I got a question for you. I heard you one time talking in the stream about, like, you can go from being a beta male to an alpha male.
Yeah.
Was you, like, on point about that, or, like, can you still, like, transition from being a beta to an alpha?
You know, this is the thing, man. I think it's less about transitioning from being beta to being alpha than it is about transitioning from being beta. Like, the end point is to be less beta. As you become more beta, less beta, you automatically become more alpha. So, you know, going from beta to alpha is a big jump. There's a lot of room between that. There are a lot of things you have to change and improve in order to even get to that end. So you got to take it one step at a time. That's like saying, I'm going to go from being 300 pounds to being, 190 lean by next week. It's virtually impossible. It's a long process. So what you have to do is navigate each step and just get less and less beta. You got to look at where you are when you're beta and say, I want to get as far away from this spot as I can, and do everything in your power to move forward from that spot.
All right.
So, I mean, it's pop, the goal is just not to be, to be less beta every day.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm asking that because I'm 19 years old. I came across the rectal like a couple of months ago. So how you feel, like, right now, I'm on my grind. I'm making money, decent, trying to move out, but, like, what do you think in the time frame? How long do you think does it take to transition?
It may take the rest. The transition, bro, is a lifetime. I'm not as alpha as I'm gonna be. Every day I become more alpha. Like, it's a lifelong journey, bro. It's kind of like fitness. You can get lean, but if you start back to your old habits, you're gonna get fat again. So I think you have to look at your life as a young man. You just have to improve every day. As long as you improve every day, then you're gonna get to where you need to be. But once you start putting time frames on shit, then you're gonna mess around, man, and you're gonna set yourself up for disappointment, because life can happen. You can have a goal to get somewhere by a certain point of time, but what if life happens and sets you back a little bit? So just improve every day. That's really all you can do, man. You're 19, bro. You're not legally a grown man yet. So, I mean, you got 2 years before you can even actively move anywhere you want to move around the world. So, bro, just wrap your mind around the concept that at 19, even if it take you 10 years, you still ain't 30 when you get to where you're going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, just pace yourself, man, and do something, anything to improve your plight every single day of your life.
All right, good. All right, I got one last question. I know other people trying to get on, but so how you feel, like, right now I'm trying to move out of my parents' house, and, like, you think I should, I'm in college too, but I got a job as a network engineer because I got a Cisco certification and shit. So you think it would be a good idea for me to move out at this age, or should I wait until I graduate college?
Man, if you can wait, if it's not in a situation, man, that's just driving you crazy, just wait, man. You've been living there your whole life, so it ain't like you're not used to it. And then when you make a move, man, you want to be as close as you can to having enough money to provide for yourself for a whole year. So take this time, man, to stack up your paper and make sure that you can provide for whatever lifestyle you want to live. You can provide it for a year if you end up not making any money at all. Because you never know what opportunities may come, man. You don't want to be pressed to have to get up every day to go to work just to pay your damn bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you're financially situated. And another thing you don't want to do is leave home, and then 6 months later you got to come back because you left too soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that would be my suggestions on that, man.
All right. I appreciate it, man.
All right, bro. Be easy, man.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Let's see what we got, man. Yo, what up, man? It's BOA.
How's it going? I tried to call you the first time. My service was acting weird. Could you hear me right now?
Yeah, I got you, man. What up?
That's amazing. So basically, first of all, thank you for the information you provide. I'm a rapper. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
And I also have other business plans that come along with that. But I had a question. So basically, how do you feel about having a female mentor? Because I thought it was a little weird because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't have a female mentor. If I have a mentor, it should be a man, right? But this girl was offering me that.
Right.
And then, but the thing is, that's the same girl that, like, influenced me to do better because I used to be hanging out with people, like, that were just being waste. I don't know how to say that in a non-Canadian expression, but they were being waste, like they weren't doing anything with their lives or whatever. She's the one that got me out of that, pushed me to become more serious and all that. So I don't know how to feel about that because I know it could be beneficial, but I don't know how to feel about a woman being my mentor too. You know what I mean?
This is the thing, man. It just depends on what level you're on. Because this is the thing. If you're a man who's only been exposed to information
I'm
from
18.
not as far as your age, but as far as what level you're on, as far as your level of maturity and your level of knowledge. If you're a man that's been around your mother all the while, and the only person who's ever influenced you is your mother, then I got
my dad too.
Yeah. So I mean, with me, man, when you say mentor, do you mean as far as your career or as far as life?
As my career, because she's also a PR, so that could be beneficial. Like she studies public relationships right now in college. She's the same age as me too, though. That's the thing. She's in college right now studying public relations.
This is the thing, man. When it comes to career, like a woman can take you anywhere as far as your career goes, man. Like women they're career driven. That's the only option they have in this society for success is to be career driven. So of course you can always have a woman influence you and teach you things, man, when it comes to business, but a woman can't teach you how to be a man. So as long as you ain't listen to a woman teach you how to be a man, then yeah, man, I mean, it's like this, bro. There's some things I don't know. If I want to learn those things, I would prefer to have a woman around me because for one thing, I can kind of dictate a woman's energy and make sure, that, a woman can still give you information and you still be in a position of power. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you control the dynamic with the woman. So yeah, career-wise, man, it's perfectly okay.
I was just thinking about that, like, I don't know, I felt like it could have gave her the opportunity to, like, be above me type of thing. And I know that lady, too, she, like, just like every woman, she tried to test me a couple of times, and I did stop the disrespect right there before it got, like, to the point where it was disrespect. But now I just don't want to put myself in a position where it's like, oh, okay, I'm lower than her type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can only be lower than her, bro, if you accept the fact you lower than her and start acting like you lower than her. Like a woman can't do anything to you to make you lower than her. You have to look at her and say, she's above me, I'm below her. Let me start showing her this level of respect like she's above me. And of course, she's going to embrace that. She's not going to say, well, no, you don't have to treat me like that. She's going to accept it. So you control whether you're above her or not by the way you interact with her.
That was helpful. Thanks a lot. By the way, it's Jonathan catching out. I sent you a super chat the other day on your other lap. I appreciate what you're doing, man.
Okay, hey man, appreciate that. Appreciate the support, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep rolling with me, man. We going to the top in the Alphasphere, man.
I respect, man. Myself in Canada.
All right, brother, be easy. All right, man. We'll take a few more, man. We'll take a few more, man. I know somebody was calling in, man, but all right, we got one coming in now, man. What up, man? It's Doc. What up? What up with you, man? What up?
But check this out. Real niggas like us, we in the trenches, you dig? You know what I mean? Everything you be covering. I ain't even gonna ask no questions, but just keep flowing like how you flowing. Real niggas out here in the trenches. I'm talking about never ignorant, getting goals accomplished, you dig? Not just on the female tip, on sucking niggas, like fake people, on the spiritual, you know what I mean? When I'm going through stuff and I just always get the right time, You there? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I got you.
Yeah. Like, when I'm going through shit, and I just, like, catch a vibe, and I be vibing what you going through and shit, I'm saying, the stuff that you do, it affects people in different ways. I'm saying, you saving people from going to jail with what you talking about. You saving people from staying out of temptation and shit, you know what I mean? And just like you say, man, it's just like, you know what I mean? Be less a beta, be an alpha, and it's the book of AlphaRonomy. Read it. Respect my brethren. That's what I gotta tell you, man. Thank you for the good job you're doing, brethren.
Hey, be easy, bro. I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep supporting, bro. But at the same time, give yourself some props, man, for taking the information and applying it to your life.
Indeed. Real good. You know what I mean? I don't got no older brother that I can holler at. I don't got no uncle. My parents gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just living with what I got, and I'm thanking the Most High for what little that I got.
For sure.
You dig?
Real talk, man.
You know
Real
what I mean?
talk.
Yeah, and the blessings you be given. And yo, your music is on fire too. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, bro.
I was going through some stuff and listening to your music and taking in the knowledge at the same time, man. Real shit, yo. You're the doctor, yo. Real talk. Hey, keep the calling. I'm gonna give you some progress report. But I just had to get it off my chest one time.
Okay, bro. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Keep supporting, bro. I'm gonna keep, man, letting the Lord use me, man, and keep doing the thing, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Indeed, beloved. LP out. Respect.
All right, bro. One. I don't know what up, man. What up? It's Doc, man. Hey, turn your computer down, man, or match mute on it, man.
Oh yeah, got you. Yeah, thank you for all the effort we be putting out. I'm only 19. I just turned 19, but I've been in the manosphere for a while. I just thought like real niggas gonna relate to real shit. So I appreciate you for doing real shit.
For sure, man. For sure.
But I do have a question though. So I had this girl. She was older than me though. She was like 2 years. She was 2 years older, and I had a truck, whatever. I met her through my boy, whatever. And like the thing is, like I was on my grind, whatever. I was about to go to trade school. She helped me with that. I ain't even gonna lie, but like cause right before I was about to not do it, but then my dad came through from Haiti, like to help me really go through it. So I made it through. But I feel like once I really went to grade school, our relationship changed because like I was really still being on my path, even because I was planning on doing it before I linked her. But like my family fucked with her, like she was paying me and laying me, you feel me, doing all of that. But she was like out of college for a little bit, like she was about to go back, and I knew when she was gonna go back, she was gonna change. So I let her know that for sure. But one thing I did though, like I don't see it as beta because I never went through her phone. I always gave her space. I went through her phone one time, and like she had like a whole love letter talking about how she loved some other nigga, like she was with me, but she like all this and that. So I ain't cut her off right away, which now I might should have done that because she was still doing everything else. Then right after she stopped laying me, feel me, and then I was doing all the things to get her ready to go to college. And then once she actually went back, she stopped calling me as much, this and that. And I was already, she was that bad nigga for us to still be like, I let that shit slide. But like, not really, like because she knew what type of nigga I am. Like, I feel like I was carry alpha to him regardless, because like my dad, like he's very alpha. Like he raised all of us very alpha. Like I can't even say I didn't have like an alpha dad. Like my parents are still married. Like he's still in his frame. Like you feel me? Like he don't live in the house with us, but he be coming back and forth. And like my mom definitely like looks up to him. Like so I know he's alpha. But yeah, so like but like things like she basically she kept being around all her niggas' friends, posting stories with them. And even my boy who I met her through was like, yo, she's wild, and like she be at parties at like 2, 3 a.m. with these niggas, like, and telling me she's going to sleep at like 10, 11. So I'm like, yeah, like I know what's up, like all her location, all that. So at the end of the day, I ended up breaking things off, like I felt bad or whatever. But like after I came back home from quarantine, she hit me being like, I'm sorry, whatever, and I linked her. And then she said, oh, me going through her phone and like getting mad at like her writing that shit about that nigga made her get all her feelings back. So like, I'm like, but I mean, to be honest, I still feel like I kept it out for the whole way. Like, yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna say I was perfect. Like, I had my mistakes, but like, I always maintained my masculine frame. I don't know if you're still here.
Yeah, I got you,
But
man.
yeah. But the thing is, even with all that, because like I've only had 2 girlfriends my whole life. Because like I just been pimping, I never felt the need to like be cuffed like that. And like also so that if I were to really be in love, like I'd know, because like I've had short amount of girls like that really was my girl like that. So like the thing is, out of her, my ex, like all my family like loves her, and like they feel like she kept the respect too. Because my last ex, she was trying to be all intrusive like that, and my family, even though we all knew she was a hoe, like I took her for she was more submissive, but like she was like you everyone knew she wasn't for me. But like this girl, like even though she like kind of seemed more like a hoe, like she was really down for me, like paying me and laying me, like how you be talking about. Like so, I'm glad.
What's your question about all this, bro?
Oh, so like you be talking about like never going back to your ex, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like all my family and all that, like they really see, like they're like, yo, like that's my sister-in-law, da da da. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, like I think that should still be.
Man, fuck them folks, man. They ain't the one had to deal with her. They ain't the one went through her phone and found all that, man. They ain't the one that she stopped, paying the land, man. They ain't the one that she dipped off on, man. You had to break it off, man. If they want her back, man, let them get her back. Only thing you can use her for, man, is to pay you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? If you want her to pay you and lay you, man, then cool. But I don't think you should do it, man, because you already feeling too positive about her. No, even though all that shit happened, you still talking positive about the broad, man. You ain't had no positive experience with her, bro. That shit ended terribly, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't get, bro, it's too many women out here for you to give her a second chance, bro.
So you don't believe in none of that?
Nah, bro, hell no, man. Nah, bro. You going backwards like hell, man. You going backwards, bro. Because the thing is this right here. Once a woman realizes that she made a mistake and you the man, it's too fucking late. You was the man before. If she was too dumb to realize it, man, you let her suffer for the rest of her life, man. Understanding that. Because let me tell you one thing about women, bro. I don't care what she says. If you let her fuck over you once, I promise you she gonna do it again because she know you'll take her back. That's why you just can't take a woman back who goes that route on you, bro. You can't do it.
That's just because the last time I licked her, I ain't gonna lie, like she did admit shit to me. I'm like, but she never admitted to things. Though. Like to this day, I might not know. I don't care regardless. Like I've been moved on. Like I'm talking about past shit, but like I'm really calling you for confirmation because niggas be lacking, like maybe going back a little bit to their beta side. So like I always keep up with the content to make sure I stay reputable. But like I just wanted to hear like from your mouth, you know.
Yeah, nah, man, nah. Don't do that shit, bro. No, man, you're a grown ass man, bro. Don't let your family influence you, man, to go backwards in life. They don't go backwards in life. I mean, nobody lives their life going backwards. If they want, they can still have her as their sister-in-law and all that dumb shit. You just don't go back to her.
Oh God, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Like this so clarified so much for me. Like, I mean, I probably would have ended up being that decision, but like, you really helped re-solidify it.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, man, stay strong in the boat, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it alpha, man. Don't let nobody influence you, man, to go backwards, man, and think differently than you supposed to think as an alpha, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck her, bro. Don't do it.
All right, bro. Good luck. I appreciate it.
All right, bro. 1. What up? What BOA, man? What up?
Yo, is this BOA?
Yeah, this BOA, man. What's up with you?
Yo, it's Eric from New Jersey.
Yeah, what up, man?
Yo, so, just a question for you. Do you go to church on Sundays?
Nah, man.
So what's your whole take on going to church, finding a quote-unquote good church home?
Man, I don't mess with church, bro. I don't do church at all. I don't do Christianity, man. I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I traced it back to his origination, to his origin as a cult, man. I don't do it, man. It like everything that it stands for, man, it's the opposite of manhood, man. Men who go to church every day, man, or every Sunday, man, they end up being more feminine than men who don't, man. It softens you. It makes you softer. It makes you want to be more feminine. It makes you want to do things that please women. It make you want to, it just make you soft, make you want to turn the other cheek if somebody slap you. Man, I wish I would turn the other cheek. The bottom line is, man, you have to look inside yourself and ask yourself, is that what you want? Or is it something you're doing because your mama told you to? Or is it something you're doing because your dad is a preacher? Or is it something you're doing because the woman you met want a man that go to church with her? When you look into yourself as a man and ask yourself, is that what you really want to do with your Sundays? Because there's never been any proof. Nobody's ever came back and said, man, I went to heaven, man, because I went to church every Sunday. You got to go to church. I'm telling you, heaven is good. Why are you believing that thing is what you have to ask yourself.
Yeah, my family is like, they're always stressing that I should find a good church home. And, it's not enough to just, study on your own.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 18 right now.
Yeah, man. Man, listen, man, play the role if you still live at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, play the role if you got to, man. Just, if you got to play the role, man, to keep the peace, man, go ahead and do it, man. But you're a little bit of ways, man, from actually being able to branch out on your own, man. So, listen, bro. In that situation, myself, man, I would fight against it. I just wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But your family situation, and, if it's going to keep the peace, man, and keep you from, getting put out on your ass on the streets, man, then, you might have to go along with it. But just don't get caught up in it.
Gotcha. All right, thanks so much, man.
All right,
Take
bro.
care.
All right, be easy, man. All right, man, we're going to do a couple more, man. We'll do a couple more. Gabriel, man, appreciate the cash out, bro. Let's see, man. 301, 302, man, call back. Of course, if you call and I'm already on, man, I'm not going to answer the call. All right, got another call here, man. Hey, what up with you, man? What's happening?
Man, it's LVP,
Hey, what up with you, bro?
Yeah, man, cool, man. I don't know if you remember, I ain't gonna say well. I don't know if you want that out there or not. Remember that day I had something to you, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. What's up with you?
Man, shit, just cool, bro. Just cool. Let's tap in with you, bro. Let you know. I appreciate the help you putting out there, girl. And you made the shout out on it, bro.
Hey, no doubt, man. Hey, I appreciate your support, man. Hey, this brother right here, man. I was heading to the lake. I was heading to the lake when I saw you, wasn't it, bro?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. I was heading to the lake, man, and bumped into their brother in the gas station, man, and we chopped it up for a minute, man. So I appreciate you calling in, man. Real talk, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Hey, I kind of wanted to touch on that, bro. I can't remember the fucking line the other day, bro. It was like, you touched on basically how most men don't truly love their stuff and how you gotta look at your life like a movie, bro. And that shit, bro, it just made me reflect on, you know, like how much us brothers in the street really don't motherfucking fan y'all stuff. Cause I'm talking about, bro, it made me look at shit like how nigga younger, you know, you might know. I'm talking about this past month, like 10 motherfuckers and got whacked at this one club every weekend. You still go lay up there and take your duck ass out there every weekend, knowing motherfuckers constantly getting killed. Bro, ain't no way you love yourself.
Nah, not at all, man. You're taking too much of a risk with your life, man.
Yeah. No, hey, another man made the shot out on the fucking Pookie and Ray channel too, brother. Man, when I was first getting in tune with this YouTube shit, I ain't even know about the labels and all that shit. Motherfuckers, when they say Pookie and Ray, I'm thinking they actually talking about two motherfuckers, and I come to realize, I'm like, oh shit, these motherfuckers talking about niggas like me.
Right.
So you make a motherfucking tell like that and to speak up for motherfuckers like me, I appreciate that, you know?
Hey, I had to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my turf, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. When they talking about you, they talking about me too. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stand in the gap, man.
Real time, and what they don't realize, though, guys, a lot of these dudes, they be, Pookie, I'm talking about Pookie and Ray out their mouth here in a second, and wonder why they can't get no pussy, wonder why they can't pull a bitch. You got another nigga name in your mouth every time you fucking look up.
Exactly. And if that nigga name in your mouth, you better believe that nigga on your mind too.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. But as I wanted to touch upon, so Dr. D, shout out, brother. Say keep doing your thing.
Hey, no doubt, bro. Hey, man, stay up out there, man. You know what I'm saying? And stay out of the way of that foolishness like you're doing right now, bro. You already see it out there. You avoiding it, man. Keep moving, bro. And I appreciate your support, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, bro. One.
All right, one. OG Bobby J, man. Appreciate you being in the joint, man. Bobby J say, man, stop simping, keep it moving, dog. Why now all these bros hit me up, want to go fishing now? Nah, you bros stay in your lane. This fishing is my piece. Hey, real talk, bro. I ain't taking no bro fishing with me, man. I ain't gonna do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because once you do it one time, man, then you got to, you're gonna be nagging your man to keep taking the back, man. I don't want to do it, bro, because you get out there and it ruin your piece that you get from fishing, man. And you're like, man, damn, I done ruined fishing for myself. So I feel you 100% on that, man. All right, man, we're going to take the last call, man. What up, man? It's Doc.
What's good, BOA?
Hey, what's good, bro?
Hey, man. Chilling, man. First and foremost, just want to say all praise to the Most High, man. The information, the knowledge you're kicking has been a blessing in my life, for sure. Just came to it within the first few weeks here, first few months for that matter, and all the stuff you're putting out changed my life drastically. Before I moved out here to Colorado, I almost proposed to a chick, almost dropped around 20 grand on a ring, and then the Most High had other ways for me. I ended up moving out of Boston, coming out here to Colorado, met another girl, ended up getting her pregnant. She ended up aborting the child. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, the Most High does not want me doing this, and there's something else He has for me in store. Led me to another Israelite brother out here that I met back in college, and he put me on to you, and I've been growing and developing each and every day. So I just want to give you a huge shout out for that. Most High is working with you and blessing you. So I just want to give you a lot of props for that. But I do have a question for you.
All right, go ahead, bro.
For sure. With all these things going on, with all these, with COVID happening left and right, I'm currently in a corporate environment right now. So I'm working for someone else. I already know I got to get my own business going, and I'm working towards that. My current company is now getting involved with the contact tracing and contact tracers. So I'm curious from your standpoint, and also biblical standpoint with you being a Levite, what is your approach to that? What are your thoughts on, one, the corporate environment, two, the whole COVID thing, and three, contact traces and really kind of snitching, essentially?
My thing is this, man. If we'll go from the back and work forward with the contact tracing thing, man. If there was a proven benefit, a proven saving of lives, a proven changing of lives, a proven benefit to people who are less fortunate, or any of those things that we all know will change the world in a positive manner, then I'd probably take a different look at that per se. But for me, man, it's game that's intended to affect people in a negative manner. And for me, man, right, I don't buy into that process, man, because it's kind of similar to kicking people while they're down. People are already going through enough, man. See, you may not be affected by it, I may not be affected by it, but about 30 to 35% of Americans, man, are financially in terrible shape because of this thing, man. So, I think, anything that's not conducive to changing that situation and, putting people in a position, man, to live a better quality of life, man, then, I think there has to be an ulterior motive to it, man. And before long, man, it's all the whole new world order process, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's create this one universal source of income or monetary system. And, let's implement this chip activity with everyone so we can easily, keep up with the way the world is moving. That way we can more easily control the world. So I think there's a very ulterior motive to that, man. And, of course, at the level you're on, you may not know what that motive is. So to you, you're just doing your job. You know what I'm saying? But I would be, kind of leery, man, of the what the underlying intent of that is, man. And really probably, man, do as much research as I could, man. Now, as far as the corporate environment, man, I mean, the corporate environment is not a terrible place. You know what I'm saying? And in some situations, you can make the corporate environment a career. There is a such thing as making so much money in the corporate environment that you're kind of not really pressed to have your own thing. But no matter how much money you make, there is always the thing of having to step and fetch at least sometime. You know what I'm saying? And as an alpha man, every time you have to do that, it's painful. You know what I'm saying? It's painful to have to bite your tongue or not say what needs to be said or watch somebody do something that shouldn't be done. And you really can't say anything because, it's your job. You need your job. You know what I'm saying? And even having your job description be something that you have questions about. But if you're there and it's your job, you kind of got to do it if you want the job. And that's the thing about the control. Having your own business isn't about making the money. It's about having the control to do what you want to do and do things that you stand behind. Now, as far as the whole COVID thing, man, that's a tricky thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because statistics say that over 100,000 people have died. Now, I actually know people who've died, and it was determined that their cause of death was COVID-19. But right now, in a whole bunch of cities, people are just actively going out everywhere. Listen, man, the last time I went fishing, there was a party boat, like a huge party, a rental party boat. Man, there was about 50 people on that thing, man, and they was just out there chilling. And this has been like 3 weeks ago. So obviously there's something in the air, but what it is, we don't know. And we don't know how much they know. We don't know where it started. There's all kind of conspiracy theories, man. That's why I'm just laying low, man. I could be where I am. I could be actively going out doing whatever I want to do. But I'm just laying low, man, chilling, trying to see how being active again is going to affect everyone that's moving around.
Now, as a man of the Bible, I'm sure you read Revelation. I've mentioned I heard you mention it the other night. You read the book, front and back 3 to 4 times now. The book of Revelation talks specifically about what they're going to be doing, in these end days. And I believe you think we're also in the end days as well. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But I'm curious if you think the vaccines are that scorpion-like tail that they were talking about and truly an attack on the Israelite people. Because that's, again, I'm in risk and security, and I study the word. So I'm seeing all this happening, and I'm like, damn, I think we're getting closer and closer to this each and every day. And I don't want to be a part of the company that's advocating that, pushing that. Is this my sign to get out? Is this my sign to grind even more, make as much money and then flee, get out of the country? That's kind of where I'm at right now. So what are your thoughts?
Man, it's definitely there's some remnants of that there, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, to be perfectly honest with you, man, there's only so much I'm gonna talk about that, man, on this channel, bro. Just to be honest with you, because they they're obviously there's something to it because they are really seriously cracking down about certain things that are said about this entire thing. And we are talking about a multi-billion-dollar company that's probably got at least some stake in what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe, and it seems that there is a much more negative effect on the Israelite people than everyone else, especially those who are in areas, man, that have traditionally and historically not been properly cared for, properly maintained, or not properly sanitized. You understand what I'm saying? Without, diving too much deeper into it, man. So yeah, I do believe, man, that but as far as end of days, I believe that we're all going to be dead before the actual end of days come. Because it also says when this happens, you will think it's the end, but it's not the end yet. There's more coming. So, I think, of course, I think every day, man, we're getting closer. My thing is that as Israelites, we got to turn back to the Most High, man. We got to turn back to God, because there is a deliverance that came to us as Egypt was being destroyed, and there is a deliverance that can come to us as this place is being destroyed. But we have to be ready to make that move and turn back. And I do think it's a good idea, man, that you're really second guessing your involvement in this thing, man, because some things you can do that, you may spend a lifetime regretting those things, man, and trying to make up for them. But, a certain line, you cross a certain line and it can never be made up. You know what I'm saying? So I would suggest, bro, that you do grind as hard as you can, man, and build as much as you can, man, and try to, at least be in a position. You don't have to just jump right off the cliff, but at least try to put yourself in a position where if it comes down to that and you realize that, in fact, you are doing something to harm God's people, bro, that you'll be ready to make a transition without having to really stress about it too much.
I appreciate that, man. By the way, this is AG2G Matthews, and I look forward to signing up for consultations with you.
Okay, brother.
I greatly appreciate that.
Hey, I appreciate your support, man, and you know, take care, man, and just you know, keep your ears and eyes open, man, and I'll get as much information as you can on that thing. And truly, man, if you really find something out for real, hey, man, spread the word to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Spread the word to me, man, so I can kind of, you know, figure out a way to give it to the brothers, man, because you're what we call an insider, bro. So, you know, if you give us the information, man, we'll take it and run with it.
I appreciate that, man. Stay blessed up.
All right, Bees, bro. God bless.
Take care.
Yeah, man. See, you know what I'm saying? Like things like that, man. I want to go deeper into them, man, but I just ain't gonna do it on this particular platform, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things going on, bro, about this thing and what they're doing. Again, they're using things to pull the wool over our eyes. They want us to focus on. They're doing the old bait and switch. Okay, let's let the police kill another black guy, man, so we can do something over here that they're not focusing on. That's why I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? They come to me and say, man, where have you been? Dog, I be at the crib, man. I do everything from the crib. Man, I work at home. I do everything at home, man. I'm chilling. So, all right, man, we're going to take this last call, man. This last one, man. So if this ain't you, man, y'all won't get to no more calls. What up, man? It's Dr. BOA. What up with you? Yo.
Hello?
Hey, what up, man? It's Dr. BOA. What up with you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man. What up?
Yeah, I was calling because I have a question.
Yeah.
To ask you, I wanted to know, like, how much, like, should a woman pay? Because, like, you know, once you go, like, 50-50, then, you know, she's gonna, like, eventually look at you as, like, half man, half woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how much should a woman pay?
Yeah.
What you mean, like pay on what?
I mean,
pay you or pay on bills?
I mean,
You
like,
gotta be more specific.
I mean, like, contribute to the, contribute to your process.
I mean, you know, it just depends on what position you've got her in. Like, if y'all live together, y'all already splitting bills, and her name is on shit, then, you know, you're kind of already giving up some of the power. You know, but if you got your own spot, man, you got your own crib, man, and you know she's just a woman that's on your team, man, then you get everything you can out of her. But as far as before thinking about money, see how she can contribute with her effort, her energy, or whatever education she's got. The easiest way and the most efficient way to get a contribution from a woman is have her contribute something besides money. You know what I'm saying? In the pimp game, money is all there is, but here a woman can bring other benefits. You know what I'm saying? What if a woman is an accountant? Okay, you got somebody, man, you could throw tax problems at, or tax questions, or, you know, any of these types of things. So the best way, man, is to get a woman, because then you have to worry about a certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Because 50-50 only matters. That 50-50 thing only matters when you're talking about bills. You and a woman live together and y'all go half on the bills. If a woman giving you 50% of the income, man, to start your business, you don't give a damn long as your name on everything.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you know, when I say, you know, you don't want to be 50-50, I'm talking about 50 in a 50-50 relationship where you and a woman split bills. Both of y'all name on the lease or on the mortgage. You know, y'all, that right there, that's a 50-50 relationship. But anything else, man, the 50-50 don't apply to, like, your business.
Okay, all right, I appreciate it, man.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right. Donnell Batista, man, what up, bro? Appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Cold Justice, man. Appreciate the $1 super chat. All right, man. We're going to go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man. I may start doing this, man. Yeah, I'll go ahead and start doing this thing, man. That cat, man, talking about that COVID, man. He got my mind on some things, man. I'm finna do some research, man, when I wrap this thing up, man. So anyway, man, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. It's been real in the field. This call-in thing, man, it's kind of cool, man. Call-in thing's kind of cool, man. I can dig it. So, you know, this is the thing, man. You know, as far as what's going on, man, you know, I don't really know what's going on, man, with with the platform, man. It's tripping. Been tripping for a minute, man. So, we'll just hold it in the road, man. And we'll go ahead, man, and we'll start implementing the call-ins, man. Which I think is cool. So let's get on up out of here, man. And hey, man, y'all stay up, man. D Flemings, my brother, I appreciate you, man, riding out the whole ride with me, bro. And all the supporters, man, I appreciate it, man. It's been super real, man, and we're going to keep doing what we do, brothers. So let's head on out of here, man. Like I said, man, I was going to do a show tonight, man, but I'm probably just going to reshare that joint from we'll see, man. I'll have something set up for 10:15. Just know that whatever happens, it's going to be 10:15 p.m. Whatever it is, it'll be 10:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, man. So, y'all check that out. It'll be something. Roastermentals, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. So, man, let's head on out of here, man. And hell, I should have been doing call-ins, man. So peace, man.